In the previous week's videos, we've been looking at the components of fitness, and in particular, we defined and discussed the factors affecting the health-related, so that's the aerobic capacity, anaerobic capacity, muscular strength and endurance, flexibility and body composition, and skill-related fitness components, being the muscular power, speed, agility, coordination, balance, and reaction time. In this video, we continue by looking at how we analyze an activity so we can identify which fitness components need improving. Specifically today, we're going to be looking at the key knowledge dot point of data collection activity analysis, including skill analysis, movement patterns, and work-rest ratios. While all this key knowledge is obviously important, we have already been through these on this earlier videos, so I recommend that you go back to have a look at the key knowledge and key skills. If you require further information, please do not hesitate to see your teacher. The main aim of training is to improve one's performance. In order to do this effectively, one should follow these 6 crucial steps. So the 6 steps to developing a successful training program. Step 1 is the activity analysis. So it reveals the major fitness components, energy systems, skills, movement patterns, and work to rest ratios. Step 2, the fitness testing. It identifies your strengths and weaknesses in fitness levels. Choose tests relevant to your activity analysis. Step 3 is the training methods. So select methods to develop the fitness components and energy systems identified in the activity analysis. Step 4, training program setup. Create a periodized program utilizing the training principles of intensity, duration, frequency, progressive overload, and specificity. Step 5 is the training program itself. Adapt the program as required, taking into account external influences, such as overtraining or commitments, or issues arising, such as the training load is too hard. And step 6 is evaluation. At the completion of the training program, post-test to identify the success of the program. Step 1, having a look in more detail at an activity analysis. The activity analysis enables coaches and performers to make the important links between the actual game day performance and practice by giving the coach or fitness advisor, physiotherapist, and so on, the necessary detail to establish specific, reliable, and valid training fitness sessions. Let's look at the different ways in which we can analyze activities. First is collecting data. So data forms the basis of the activity analysis, and it can be collected in many different ways. These include observation. Coaches and support staff, fitness staff, physiotherapists, and so on, make their own reviews based on their observation of the game and often years of experience. This is the least reliable method of collecting data due to its subjectivity. Statistical recording is more reliable than observation, as it gives coaches and staff evidence upon which to base training or game decisions. It involves statisticians recording vital game proceedings as they happen. Statistical recording is often utilized in conjunction with observation and/or video recording to further assist coaches. Video recording is the most accurate method of activity analysis, as it allows the viewer replay, slow down, and freeze frame the images. However, in order to conduct an activity analysis, the camera must focus on the individual at all times throughout the game in order to maintain its validity. Other methods used, often in conjunction with the above, include GPS or Global Positioning Systems, tracking, worn by individual players. These sophisticated devices record data that indicate various movement patterns and efforts, such as distances, speed, heart rate, and so on, throughout the game. RF or radio frequency tracking. This is a relatively new technology. Let's have a look at the AIS netballs and see how they use it.
With GPS tracking, outdoor sports such as football, soccer and rugby use GPS during training and matches. Unfortunately, we're unable to use GPS indoors as we can't get satellite reception. However, CSIRO and the AIS have developed this system called RF tracking, radio frequency tracking. We're able to get measures or data measures that are similar from GPS. So this is one of our base stations. There are 12 located around the court, and they transmit the information from the tags that the girls are wearing into my laptop. So this is the tag that the athletes are wearing. Lauren's taping one on Kalia now. And these transmit the information on the girls' distance, intensity, running, velocity, and acceleration. So this is the data that's being fed live into my laptop, and here we can see where the girls are on court and get real-time information on their distance, high-intensity running, accelerations, and velocity.
It's our first actually comprehensive look at our training loads and the work that we're doing out on court, and this technology enables us to do it far more efficiently and effectively than we've ever done it in the past. So it's a real marrying together of high-performance sport, but also high-performance cutting-edge science. You know, it's really in its infancy at the moment, but what we have found is that we can really track how much how much movement they're making, so how far they're running, how fast they're going, so that we can then actually ensure that our trainings are meeting the needs and requirements of the athletes. But the other unique thing is we can actually have a bird's eye view of the court and actually see the athletes moving around. So, for instance, we can put a little circle around my opponent and I can ensure that I'm within 2 or 3 metres of them all of the time. So that can be going around, or we can see patterns of play. So although it's really good for mapping from a workload point of view, it will be very useful tactically as well.
It's been really interesting. It's the first time I've used the technology, but it's been really cool to see the distances I'm playing in a game, my acceleration, all that kind of information that I've never had access to. It's interesting to see and compare between games and different teams that we played. I've ran 3 kilometres in this game, compared to 2 kilometres and different positions, and yeah, it's been really interesting.
Oh, look, it's just amazing. It's everything's at our fingertips here, and we've got people who are specifically looking at our area, our sport, netball, and really tracking that specifically. We don't get that enough, and we really need to do that and address that. We need to have much more science and technology involved in our high-performance sport.
I anticipate that this data will help the World Youth Cup squad in their preparation for competition in Glasgow this year, and then Netball Diamonds for their upcoming test matches, and also the Commonwealth Games squad next year. So hopefully it does have quite a good outcome across that cross-sectional group of netballers.
Next one to have a look at is the heart rate monitor. And there it is. I've just lost my little cursor. Anyway, so we'll have a look at the heart rate monitor, which is the electronic telemetry. So these monitors the athlete's intensity via heart rate. and is a useful tool in monitoring training levels, illness, and determining energy system interplay. Movement pattern analysis involves charting the player's movements and skills. Work to rest ratios compares the total amount of time an athlete is working and resting, providing information regarding the energy system interplay. And the skills analysis, which is counting the number of times a range of skills are performed in a game and using this data analysis to have a look at the muscle groups, muscle actions, muscle contractions, and the nature of the contraction. So that is the end of the video for today. We are going to, over the next few weeks, go over those 6 steps, and they will be crucial for you in your next SAC. Thanks for listening, and we will be in touch. I do not know where my cursor's going. I can't stop this thing. Whoa. What is going on? Where did my cursor go? I don't want to have to do this again. Oh no! What happened to my cursor? Why can't I find it anywhere? It's still going, and I cannot find what is going on.